There's a saying that love is a splendid thing. So hi everyone, this is Randy from Rhandz Graphix and welcome to my tutorial channel, and today I'm gonna show you how to create a save the date invitation inside After Effects. You can download the project file in the link given in the description below. So without further ado, let's start. Create a new composition, and I will name it text. I will just put one in here. 1920 by 1080p, 30 frames per second, and 10 seconds duration. The background is black. Another composition, and I will name it heart. 1920 by 1080p, 30 frames per second, 10 seconds duration. Click OK. And I will again create new composition, and I will name it butterfly. And then I will click OK. I will again create another composition, and I will name it scene 1. And I will click OK. Create a folder here, and I will name it scene 1. And then I will drag all the compositions on that folder. Then I will open the text one, and I will grab a text tool, and I will just copy I already in my note here and paste it on my text. I have to change the text to 100. Align this, and then I will align this one horizontally and vertically. Press T for opacity and make it 0. Click the stopwatch to create a keyframe, and then I will move my playhead forward to about 2 seconds, and I will make it 100%. And I will go to heart. I will open the folder assets, go to image, and I will drag this down to my timeline, and I will go to effects and preset and generate and go to fill, and I will just click this one, and I have a color code here. I'll just copy this one and paste it in my color, and I will click OK. So now the color is pink. I have to go to the butterfly, open it up, and go to the project, find the shape, and drag it down to my timeline. This is what it looks like. So I have to open scene 1 now. Close this one and open the folder scene 1. I will drag down the text first. All I have to do is go to the effects and preset and find the stylize and the CC glass, and open the surface. Change some property in here. I would like to change the height to about 10, and then open the shading. I will change the specular to about 100. Go back here, go to layer styles and drop shadow, and then close it. Go to project again, drop down the butterfly, go to effects and preset and generate fill. Again, I will change this one to the color code that I have. Just paste it. Press P for the position. Bring it down and move it on the left side. Also press P on your keyboard for the text one. Move it up a bit. I think that's it. And I will go back to project and drag down my heart. And this is too big, so I have to resize it by clicking keys on my keyboard. Make it only 30%. Press P for the position. I will drag it down a bit. I will also press R for the rotation on the butterfly. I'll just move a bit my blade in here. And I will make it probably -15. I will highlight the heart, and since this is a AI file, so I have to click the rasterization and go to effects and preset, go to stylize, and again CC glass. I will open the surface and change it to 10, and then the shading I will make the specular to 100. I will also click this butterfly, highlight it, and go to effects and preset, stylize, and go again to CC glass. And I will change the surface. The height is 10. And I will again open the shading, and I want to change the specular to 100. Duplicate this butterfly layer, transform it horizontally, click P for the position, and move it on the right side. Press R for rotation. Press P to adjust it a bit. Okay, I will go to layer and layer styles, and again drop shadow. What I will do next is go back to project, open it up, go to assets, go to footage, and drop down the ink 7. I will go to effects and preset and find luma key. I will change the threshold to about 75%, key out brighter, and I will go to effects and preset, color correction, then I will change this color to purple. And then right click your mouse, go to time and enable time remapping. I will adjust this one here to my 10-second duration. Move the keyframe to. I will create another composition, new composition, and I will name it scene 2. And click OK. I will close the footage, the assets, and I will create another folder here. I also will name it scene 2, and I will drag this composition scene 2 here to my scene 2 folder. I will duplicate this text one and move it up to the scene 2 folder. Then I will open it up, double click this one, and again I will copy this one here and paste it here, and then highlight this one. So this one I'm using master break font, and the other one, which is the save the date, just the same candle script font, but I will just change this font to about 150, and then go open this one up. Put my playhead on the start, and I want this opacity taken out, and I will move this up a bit to 100%, and then make an animation on the text. I want to use tracking, and I want this change to about 65. Then create a keyframe, go to about 2 seconds, and then I will change it to 0. So there is now an animation. So I will again go to composition, create a new composition, and I will name it printed ding. Okay, and I will open this image and I will drop down the pointed thing on my timeline. Press S for scale and make it 60%. Go to effects and preset and find generate fill. I want to change this color to this the same color to I want to copy this one and paste it here. Click OK. So now I will open scene 2, go to project and drop the text, and I will also drop the pointed thing. I will go back to text 2 and go to effects and preset, stylize CC glass. I will change the height to about 10 and the shading specular is 100, and I will again highlight the pointed thing, go to effects and preset, again go to stylize CC glass. I will change the surface to the height about 10. Shading 2 is 100 in terms of specular, and I will press P for the position. I will drag it up. So I will press T for opacity and I will create a keyframe here and move about 2 seconds and make it 100. So I have to duplicate this pointed thing. Erase the CC glass first. And I will go to effects and preset and CC glass. I will change again the surface height to 10 and the shading, open it up, change the specular to 100. Press P on your keyboard for the position and drag it down. Go to layer, transform it to vertical and drag it down a bit. Go to project and open the footage. Drop the ink 8. Go to effects and preset. Find Luma key. I will change this to key out brighter and 75% for the threshold. And I will go to effects and preset again. Color correction, and I will find tint and I will change this to purple. Click OK. I will right click this layer and enable time remapping, and again I will move this one to my duration, which is 10 seconds, and then move this keyframe to 10 seconds duration. Then I will duplicate this ink twice. I will solo this first and I will press P on my keyboard for the position, and then I will move it on the left side. I will also scale this to resize it. I think that's good enough, and then I will click P again and I will drag it down, and then I will solo this one and I will click P on my keyboard, move it on the right side, move it down a bit, and I think I'm good with it, so that's good enough. I will highlight this ink 3, solo this one, press R and shift P. I will drag this up and then rotate it. Drag it down a bit. I'll just drag this a bit down, and also the other one. And then move this a bit so that it will not appear at the same time. And I want this pointed thing to be having a drop shadow. Go to layer styles and drop shadow. Also this one in here, I want this to have a drop shadow. And also this text, I want this to have a drop shadow. And I will duplicate this text. And I will make a bevel alpha on it. Go to effects and preset and go to generate and fill. I want this to be dark. Then go back to effects and preset and find bevel alpha on perspective. I want this bevel alpha to be 5 and toggle the switches in here and make the blending mode add, and then again I will duplicate this one and go to effects and preset and find radial fast blur. I will drag it down at the bottom and I will create a keyframe on the center. Click this and put it this way, and again I will move this to about 6, and I will again click this one and make this one in here. I will move forward again about 7 seconds, and I will move these to, and I will move again my playhead to about 8 seconds, and I will click here and I will change this amount to 93. I will again create another composition and I will name it main, and I will change this one to about 20 seconds. And then I will drop the scene 1 in here, and I will drop the scene 2 in here too. I have to go back to the heart. I have to animate the opacity to about 0% first, and then I will go to 2 seconds and make this one 100%. All I have to do is to highlight this one, go to keyframe assistant and sequence the layer, click OK. All I have to do is to close this too, and then drop down all the footage that I need. I will drop down the particle. I will change this to add, and I will duplicate this one, move forward about that much, and then also I will drop down the light leaks. I will right click my mouse, enable time remapping, and I will adjust it to about 20 seconds duration, and I will move the keyframe forward to. I will make the light click opacity to about 30. I will drop down the texture and click T for opacity. I will just use 30%. We'll go to layer, create new solid. I will name it BG or background. The color is dirty white, and I will move it on the bottom. So this is now what it looks like. So I have to go back to scene 1. I think I need to go to layer styles, and drop shadow. So now we can see that it's better looking now. I will go back to scene 1 again, and I want this art to have a drop shadow too. Go to layer style, and drop shadow. When we go back to main, you will see that there is a drop shadow a bit. So if you will play this one, you will now see a nice animation on this wedding invitation. If you want this light to be pink, you can go back to scene 2 and change the text here. Change the fill to about pinkish, and it will change like that, right? So you can now see that it's now pink. We will play it again. Nice. So guys, we are now done with our tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and press the notification bell so that you will be updated always to the videos that I'm gonna be uploading. So my thoughts for today, guys, is that our mind has its own creativeness. Thank you guys for watching, and God bless.